Hi, this is Micornus, Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are dealing with a topic that speaks about what makes resilience people. What makes people resilient? And people that are resilient in life are people that are successful generally. And these are the people that see no impossibility in everything that they do. These are the people that see no stumbling block in everything that they do. Resilience, people that stand the test of time. And I want to urge you as a young man to develop the spirit of resilience, and how to become then resilient is exactly what we're we're dealing with today. This is part 2, of course, and I'm sure you are aware that we've dealt with part 1 yesterday. You can revert back and look at part 1. Today is part 2 that we're dealing with. The first thing that I want you to see as something that do the resilient people is what we call internal locus of control. You must have internal locus of control. But what we're speaking about here, we're speaking about an engine that will drive you to feel in control at all times, even in situations that are challenging. I know there are situations that are challenging to an extent that we feel like everything is crumbling, like the world is falling apart. And it happens often as individuals. And I'm sure majority of us will testify to the fact that the world around us crumbles a bit more, and we have seen that happening in our lives generally, whereby you would actually come to a point where you give up and feel like the world is falling apart. And I want to urge you to understand that there's no world that is falling apart. There's no world that is broken. It is actually a situation of you having a locus of control within. It's an internal thing inside of you. It's something that is inside of you that you need to make out and say, I'm going to succeed come what may, and I'm going to be successful come what may. And the challenges that I'm facing right now, I'm going to conquer them. I'm going to become a better person. I'm going to really be successful. But you need to have what we call an internal locus of control. And people like that, they're the people that says, I'm not what happened to me. I am that I chose to become. So meaning that you need to choose to become what you want to be. Very, very important, and that's very key. And many people don't come to that point where they want to be the choices, where they're going to own their choices, where they're going to be responsible, where they're going to say, I am who I am, and I believe in what I do, and that's very important. And I'm saying this, that the people that are having internal locus of control are the people that take responsibility, the people that take accountability, the people that will say, it is me who has done this mistake and I must fix it. The people that will say, I cannot shift the blame here. I need to personally take the responsibility and continue taking the responsibility. Very key and very important. And why we emphasizing that is because when you start to do that, you are going to be resilient in life, because you will take a sense of ownership in everything that you do. You are not what happened to you. Remember that. As a young man, you are not what happened to you. You might have been born in a poor family, but you are not poor because you were born in a poor family. You are not, actually, you have lost parents, yes, I understand, but you are not that situation. You have lost a job, maybe during COVID as well as a young man, but I want you to know that you are not the situation that you have gone through. You are actually needing to have what we call a locus of control inside of you, and say, I am who I choose to be. So meaning that you can still choose to become something different than what you feel right now. You can still choose to become something different to what you're going through right now, because your situation doesn't make you. You make the situations. So in other words, you can choose and say, I want to become a better person right now and move out of the dungeon of this failure and become a real person of resilience that will actually conquer every situation. A lot of control. And I think you would agree with me that each one of you want to feel in control. And when you feel like you're not in control, that is where the word stress comes into being. That's where people then become completely defeated, and some get to a point where even their mental health is affected. Some get to a level actually where they even feel suicidal, depressed, because they feel like they are not in control. They feel like there's nothing working out in their lives. But I want you to have an internal locus of control, because that's a very, very key thing, where you say, I choose to become this. And whatever you choose to become, then it will be exactly what will happen to your life. And I must emphasize that. Don't be your situations. Let your situation not make you, but make the situations yourself. The other thing that makes resilient people is sense of meaning. And I'm emphasizing this, sense of meaning. Now, find a sense of meaning. And I must emphasize the fact that the sense of meaning generally comes from a particular purpose that you have in your life and awareness of your purpose. When you are aware of your purpose, then you are able to actually have what we call sense of meaning. You wake up in the morning, you know what wakes you up, you know what you live for, you know what you can die for. And those are type of things that we emphasize, that you must have a purpose in your life. Purposeful life as an individual make you to have sense of meaning in your life. You wake up in the morning, you know what to do, because purpose will always drive you to do. Remember, purpose goes along with a vision. You have got a purpose, then God give you a vision, the vision that you need to run. Make sure that that vision is the one that drives you. When you've got a vision, therefore, you start planning your life around it. You start doing things that you know they are very important in your life. And you are driven. You are actually led. You are inspired as well. Very important. We emphasize this because we know there are people that have lost what we call sense of meaning in life. And immediately you lose sense of meaning in life, you've lost yourself in that situation. And therefore you find somebody who becomes suicidal, depressed as well. People that just don't want to wake up in the morning. You want to sleep the whole day and you don't want to wake up in the morning. What causes that is because you don't have sense of meaning in your life. The people with sense of meaning say the meaning of life is to find your gift. And very important. So find your gift. And your gift is particularly what I'm speaking about, which is your purpose. When you find your purpose, then you know your calling. And you pursue your calling, it actually puts you on track to know exactly what to do in your life. You cannot fold your arms and think that things will happen on their own. So remember, you must rise up and face situations and make sure that you have a sense of meaning in your life. Make sure that you have a sense of meaning in your life. Now, the purpose of life is to give it away. Remember that every purpose of your life is actually not made for you. It's not meant for you. Purpose of life is actually meant for the people around you. So purpose of life is not meant for you as an individual. It's meant for the people. So therefore, a purpose is to be given to others. So it gives sense of meaning. And that is why the people that have found their purpose, they've always been able to wake up in the morning knowing what to do. And they are optimistic at all times. They are driven and they know what to do. And that's the reason that we emphasize the fact that you must have sense of meaning. And sense of meaning, as I say, it will only come when you have the purpose of life, which is to be given away to other people. Now, we are here for people. We're not here for ourselves. So in other words, the day you'll find the purpose that you have towards people in this life, the more you find the sense of meaning, the more you would know what to do in your life. And I urge you as an individual that find your purpose, find the vision, find the calling that you have in your life. And that should be the engine that drives you. That should be something that helps you to move on and knowing exactly what to do, because you would actually wake up in the morning knowing exactly what to do. And I want you to understand that sense of meaning is something that you make out yourself by ability to discover your purpose. And as I said, also make sure that you've got your vision clear and know what you are dreaming in life. People that never dream, they will never have a sense of purpose. People that never dream, they will never have a sense of meaning of life. People that never dream, they will never know what to wake up for in life, and therefore they'll think that their life is worthless, therefore, and then therefore they cannot continue. And I want you to understand that that is very important, that you have internal locus of control. Secondly, you have a sense of meaning in your life, and that is what we call resilience. and that causes resilience as well in our lives. I want to end up here today. Your host, Micornus Phokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and be part of this. This was part 2, of course, of what makes resilient people. And I hope you will be resilient as a young man and join the club and become resilient in life, because you cannot give up now. And I know you might have faced things in life, but you cannot give up right now. Please rise up and become a better person. May the Lord bless you. I want to check out right here. But before I check out, please let me remind you of our social media platforms, our Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum, and our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane. So like those pages, make sure that you are actually clicking notification buttons as well, so that you are reminded when we have posted. Please join our YouTube channel as well, subscribe to it. Make sure that you click notification button on it as well, that all these teachings that we put on this platform, you will be able to actually get to them, learn from them, and be part of that as well. So you need to really learn out of that, and you will actually learn out of that as well. So all the materials that we put in our YouTube channel, they are there for you. Make sure that it helps you as you do. May the good Lord bless you and help me to check out right here and say cheers for now.